course.
I admit, that was. There were mountains of corpses by the time I finished, cut down like lava and red. True, but
Great. You want to help down here?
wouldn't think you'd need my help if you beat all those trials. Or did you just watch your father? Hey, what's taking so long? You wouldn't believe the scores of these things I just killed. It was glorious. I think you're right. Brood wouldn't. She'd be faring better than you, at least.
Done that at any time.
You seem to be handling yourself well enough. I was trusting you. Damn right.
And so am I. It's here. This is the spot.
Well, where is it? In the lava?
I don't know. No! Ah! Damn it!
Some advice. Sticking your hand in lava is never gonna feel good.
What's... Not yet.
See, I got a little theory. I think if we can find the rest of this, we can use it to look into that without, losing an eye or worse. Look at this. We make a good team. Don't we? Don't we? Make a good damn team?
Just like you and Baldur.
You both behave out there?
Thor was really great. I learned a lot from him.
You learned something from him? Really now? Okay. What did you teach the kid?
Nothing. What could I possibly teach him?
Exactly. That is,
You're gonna tell me what you're really looking for in there.
translate that, and I'll tell you everything. And on that, young man, you can trust me.
You always this hard on Thor? Seems... like you're mad at him or something.
I didn't know.
Hey, you're back. How was it? Did Father behave himself?
Yeah, I mean, better than I would have expected, I guess.
Is that the sword from Grandfather's study?
Oh yeah, her name's Ingrid.
Good morning, brother. No news, I'm afraid.
I have a plan.
Do you now?
The Norns. You found them one.
Seems quite capable. Perhaps if you simply give him some time.
You are not free of blame here. You encouraged his foolishness, his confusion. I do not seek war. But if Odin has stolen my son, do not doubt the lengths I will go to.
Your nature has always been clear, Kratos. But you, Freya. War as a first resort. That's not the Freya I knew. I hope the Norns can give you the counsel you need. Perhaps mine is no longer of use here.
Tyr, stop. This is no time to divide ourselves further. Come, sit, please.
You have been quiet.
Frankly, I'm surprised you, of all people, would seek out fate. But your instincts haven't let us down so far. Let's find the Norns.
Who am I to offer him counsel? I only hoped to help the boy find his answers. And I failed. What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
I doubt.
I've lost myself before. More than this, but believe me, there is something.
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have something. Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Madam Eco? Thinks we could keep her away.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Oh, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course.
Quiet! She is a friend. Now,
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are They herself had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not a problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further.
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Satan.
She speaks highly of that site as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you to be an ally. Long before I did.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen. As Sigrun was stubborn to remain.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. He's so loyal. Why? Clever.
Doesn't take a lot of us to see where you're coming from. Isn't that the spear from Tyr's statue?
Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Oh, that's astute of you. Tyr never sought war, but he knew he had to be ready for it.
Aye. Best be armed than not. Impressive looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big. This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the...
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right. They have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, You mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the norms last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate, which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah?
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he
Exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost.
Hold. The wolves are distracted.
What's your left?
Enemy behind you! Behind you! Enemy fire! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Incoming! As I was saying, tales of time travel always strain credulity. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. If Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves are distracted.
Good hit, brother!
That is all of them. They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
Getting back to your story, Freya. You granted an audience to Hrimthur after he finished building Asgard's wall. What at long last did he whisper to you?
Well, he said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again, find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you
Win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days. So, Freya, if we might finish your story? Hrimthur revealed to you he wanted revenge on the Aesir for killing his father.
Yes, he did. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better than himself. He said he'd built in a structural flaw.
Vader, left leg!
Incoming fire! We will see soon enough.
Fire your back!
Enemies on the
Incoming fire! The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilted. Tread carefully. You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
If it does not help us find the Norns, it can wait.
Let's keep looking. This way. I feel a trace of their illusions here. I can try to dispel it. Oh, no. There's nothing here.
Lost trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're...
Fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake.
An abandoned camp.
Whoever was here left long ago.
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe? Who left that way out here?
Let's take a look at the ingredients. Perhaps the recipe will lead us to them. Looks like initials. Do they match the ones in that recipe book you found?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here. Claire, what you said about the flaw that Hrimthur built into Asgard's wall, did he explain how it works? How do we exploit it?
No more for now. Focus.
More bloody dropping. You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass. Bloody dropper. You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass. On your left! More bloody dropper. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Kratos, we need you!
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
Already, Ragnarok.
Aye. Blast it. Blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir have been hostile for ages.
As I thought. I think I hear something sizable.
Freya, how did your brother come to be burned by the Aesir?
Well,
Hang on, brother. That building.
how strange. I've never seen that building before.
Very strange indeed. Let's take a closer look. Left flank! Through it!
Looks like you can brute force it. Vanir techniques were bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freya up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Let's see. I feel something. In this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this way. The Norns are hiding something.
A trap!
Use your shield!
Behind you! Incoming!
Behind you! Watch out!
That's all of them. You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep looking.
Back to the wolves then.
What is up here?
I don't feel anything. It's not related to the Norns.
Could be interesting enough in its own right.
What's that outpost?
Ragnarok is coming. You're gonna need to stock up. Luckily, I'm offering new items. Whatever you need. May it strike true. Anything for Freya? What do you need? Want something in particular? Heading off already?
This will be of use.
You won't believe. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
Another crane. Another trail. Keep following their heads. There must be some way to move it.
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, obviously he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding. I do understand where his anger came. Look, there's some debris over there. I'm guessing from Tyr's poor statue. No. I think the water just froze. The water just froze. Tell me more of your homeland.
It was violent and cruel.
Sounds no different from these lands.
It was warmer. More of your friends.
I didn't tell them to be here.
Fuck you! Incoming!
I don't know what the Norns did to trick all these raiders into guarding them. Okay, I feel something. It's stronger this time. Over here.
I'm hearing that creepy whisper.
It is like an itch in the mind.
It means we've stepped into their domain. Be ready for anything.
Illusions.
Projections, possibly. But assume nothing. There's no telling what manner of creature they've made unwitting guards.
They'll
Kratos, Ghost of Sparta, Bane of Olympus, Destroyer of Fate, Cruel Striker, Bringer of War, Weapon of the Gods, turned against his creators. He chases a redemption he knows he can never deserve.
Are we in our own minds yet? He certainly seemed real enough.
I hate to tell you, the parts in your mind will be real too. This place almost looks familiar, but different. Like a confused memory.
A rather hostile memory at that.
These fates should know I will not be deterred.
The Vanguard, Master of Magics, Queen of the Valkyries, Witch of the Woods, Frigg of Asgard, Destroyer of all she would hope to protect. She always finds somebody to blame.
Here we go.
Counselor to Kings, Merry Wanderer of the Woods, Robin of the Good Fight.
Let me guess. I'm a long-winded know-it-all and I cannot change? See? You forgot smartest man alive! Well, certainly clinks like genuine hack silver. I suppose there's one small consolation to this ordeal. At least we won't have to introduce ourselves.
Don't credit your reputation, Mimir. They see the whole lives of any who approach them.
What is that?
that thing!
Vulnerable when it glows! The Alpha! That's it!
Ah, frozen! What now?
The Alpha!
Oh, this is a fine mess.
What is that?
Phantom! Room magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing! Nicely done! Keep on!
That's it!
Attack!
Core is weakened!
Save yourself an ulti! Don't waste it!
Close in! Attack! Close in! Attack!
Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
This way.
The Norns are somewhere in that cave just ahead.
There's that itchy sound again. Normally, I don't mind ladies whispering in my ear, but this is positively irksome.
Anyone ever tell you that you babble when you're terrified?
Terrified? I'll have you know I'm at the very most deeply apprehensive. And breaking tension with humour is the sacred duty of a travelling companion. How very dare you! Babbling!
Door.
Oh, that looks official.
Nobody harms my boy! But me! Why did you never turn on Odin?
But I did! I tried to stop him any way I could!
What's it called? No! You took the side of...
Mimir!
Mother, help me! Monster!
Atreus! I am coming!
Why didn't you trust your own son?
Don't let him take me!
Atreus!
I want to see him the way he wants to be seen.
Keep him alive! He's a murderer!
That's all I had to do. And now he's mine.
He killed some family!
Atreus! I am here!
Mother, help me! Monster!
Atreus! I am coming!
He's mine.
He killed some family!
Atreus! I am here!
I'm not safe with him! Oh, Mother, help me! He's a monster!
I think it's over. Did we pass the test?
Didn't feel much like succeeding.
I see the door has disappeared.
Or it was never there.
They toy with us still.
But temperamental by reputation. In my land, they'd keep children away from the lost by telling them a Kelpie would drown them. Of course, no Kelpie I know would do such a thing. Unless it was disrespected.
here?
Fate's own hideaway. Never doubted we'd make it.
Kratos, Freya, and Mimir's head. Enter the home of the Norns, tentatively. They have finally reached their destination. Kratos speaks first.
I seek my son.
You know the child is in Asgard. No, you seek what all who search for us seek. To know the ending to your story.
But you called him the Destroyer of Fate. There must be a way to subvert destiny.
There is no destiny, Puck.
The protagonists are speechless. They do not understand.
There is no grand design, no script. Only the choices you make. That your choices are so predictable merely make us seem prescient.
When my son was born, shut up! Your prophecy said he would die a needless death.
And he did. Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge. And because you kill gods.
But what Kratos did, it was not a
second act to the exclusion of the final. A common mistake in storycraft.
We are leaving.
He stomps away, followed closely by Freya.
I enjoyed your story, Kratos. Pity it has to end so soon.
Well, that was educational.
Let us leave this place.
Happily.
That's better. I can feel things getting more normal already.
Wait. That tree.
Well, isn't that interesting?
What?
Ooh. You wouldn't seriously consider killing Heimdall, would you?
I will do what I must.
Oh, is that all?
You're wrong to dissuade him, Mimir. You know Heimdall.
I grant you that he's a spiteful, vicious little shit.
And so loyal, Odin entrusted him with Gjallarhorn. If we have the chance to eliminate him before Ragnarok, we shouldn't hesitate.
Considering his powers of foresight alone, that is an if of mountainous size. Even supposing we're all perfectly comfortable plotting an assassination, and I, for one, am a mite rusty at that measure, we've got no way to reach Heimdall, and no way to kill him if we did.
I have killed gods greater than him.
I don't doubt that, brother, but it's hardly my point.
There. That's the wrong way up if you want to get out of here.
Look, I think we're missing the Norn's message here. We've all got our tendencies, and yours is to run headlong into danger to protect the ones you love.
I do not intend to change. Not about that.
Why should you? Apparently my tendency is to kill the one.
It'd be foolish to go after Heimdall.
No. Oh. If Heimdall must die for Atreus to live, then Heimdall must die.
How can you say that, knowing what you know?
Because if Heimdall is a threat to my son, I must act. It is my...
Your nature. Well played, Norns.
It is gone.
I think the Norns are quite done with us, brother. must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom, magic, ability to tolerate you.
Let us find a gateway. Return home. Consider our plans.
Listen, brother. Before you make
power Heimdall wields, he sees the future.
more like he reads the person, sees their intention.
My intent will be to kill him. Knowing that will be no advantage.
Brother, this is no one to underestimate. Any move you make, he'll have seen it coming. If you must face him, we need something else. An edge. Humor me?
Very well. We will ask the dwarves.
Ah, the inevitable asking of the dwarves.